Star Wars Jedi Power Battles for Sega Dreamcast. Unlike Star Wars Arcade and Rebel Assault, this is a beat-em-up with platform elements. Set during the events depicted in The Phantom Menace, you can play as either Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mace Windu, Plo Koon, and Adi Gallia. Aside from their lightsabers, which can deflect blaster fire, each Jedi carries a sub-weapon, like thermal detonators or concussion grenades or whatever. In addition, they have their own force attacks. When you beat the game with any one of the Jedi, you'll unlock special modes or characters like Queen Amidala or Darth Maul. I'd show you video, but I haven't beaten this game since it came out, and I haven't the patience to endure this misery all over again. Yes, misery. This is easily one of the most boring beat-em-ups I've ever played. Mind you, I love the genre. Streets of Rage is one of my favorite games of all time, as well as Die Hard Arcade. I don't care if action's redundant so long as it's done well. Sadly, that's not the case here. The graphics look great at first glance, with clean textures and vibrant colors. The levels are faithful representations of locations found in the movie, like the Trade Federation battleship, the swamps of Naboo, the city of Theed, Tatooine, Coruscant, the Gungan ruins, and so on. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan mimic their cinematic counterparts' moveset perfectly, but it comes tumbling down as the game progresses. Character animation is far from seamless. There's little to no blending from one animation to the next, making it look jerky and unpolished. Whenever you take an enemy down, they simply pop out of existence. They don't flash or dissolve or anything like that. Nope, it's just deleted. Here you'd expect a giant machine like this to explode into 1,000 pieces. Instead, it's, oh, I'm so tired. Yep, all gone. You're telling me they couldn't do this? The character interactions look stupid. Like, look at this. Obi-Wan's stunned by a grenade, a Jawa approaches him, waves his arms about, and skitters off. From out of nowhere, Anakin shouts,
"That Jawa stole our hyperdrive!"
I'm like, no he didn't. He just saw that I was white, got scared, and ran away. No theft occurred, but hey, don't let me keep you. Lord knows I don't want your worthless ass. There are other oddball glitches. Take this one spot, for example. Here I'm slicing and dicing, I grab the item, and then I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? The camera's now locked in this position unless I hop onto the ramp, and now it works. I don't get it. There are more visual quirks, but I haven't even discussed the control yet. Okay, get this. There's no jump attack. I'm not even kidding. Every other beat-em-up I've played has a jump attack. Really, I'm not exaggerating. You remember Double Dragon on the Master System? Oh, or how about Golden Axe? Look at that. I can do this shit for days. How about Streets of Rage or the Hyperstone Heist? Jesus, even Power Rangers the movie has a fucking jump attack. And don't you dare tell me it's 3D, because as Die Hard Arcade demonstrated perfectly, that's bullshit. It makes no sense. Another thing that drives me batshit insane is the timing. If you're running while you attack, your Jedi of choice will perform a more powerful move. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a delay thanks to the animation. The Jedi deem it necessary to twirl about before striking, much like the movie. In the game, it just leaves you open to attack. Oftentimes, Jedi gymnast here is kicked or shot before landing a single blow. Now we come to the game's major failing. Jumping. Yeah, there's a lot of platform hopping here, and I hate it with every midichlorian in my scrot. Thanks to poor camera placement, sensitive control, and spotty collision, jumping onto platforms is a headache greater than Jedi rock. Here I'm in the swamps, trying to Mario my merry way up these giant mushrooms, and for me, this is agonizing to watch. Thank Yoda they're not moving, right? No, because I already dealt with that shit back on the ship. This blew my fucking mind, because I knew I screwed up, but I caught the ledge. I'm like, awesome, let go, let go, let go. Instead, this happened. What the fuck? It only gets better once you're on Coruscant. In addition to moving platforms and timed jumps, we now have a plethora of cheap-ass enemies to contend with. Man, these probe droids are something else. You can't hit them with your lightsaber, they're too far away. You have to deflect their blast so they'll ricochet back, though you gotta block right before their bolt makes contact, otherwise it just flies elsewhere and... They're not all that difficult to beat, they're just annoying. I mean, here you're running and running and running up until that magic 8-ball shows up and kills whatever momentum you've gained. Thanks a bunch. Then we have these green bastards in red vests. Since you're hopping from platform to platform at a considerable height, the last thing you want to do is fall. Well, this jackass throws a 3-hit combo where the last blow sends you flying back. I get that this was intentional, making it an added challenge, but that doesn't make it any less cheap. All of this is just monotonous and frustrating. To be fair, they did try to break it up a bit, letting you commandeer a tank early on, and there's a stage where you get to fly through the streets of Theed on a one-man assault craft. The tank's fun once you get the hang of it, but it's one stage, not even a whole stage, mind you. Then we have the hovercraft, and it kinda sucks. You would think it to be awesome after the cool intro. Nope, it's a bitch to control, and it just makes me wish I were playing a vertical shooter instead. Maintaining your speed is hard enough without having to worry about your altitude. Hell, half the time I can't tell whether or not I'm too high or too low or whatever. Here I could have tried again, since there's a save function, but I was beyond done by this point. I don't mean to be a hypercritical douche, but I feel these are some valid complaints. Jedi Power Battles had a lot of potential, so it's a shame to see this glitch-ridden, underdeveloped piece of mediocrity rest on my shelf. Unless you must own all things Star Wars, I say steer clear of this one, and may the Schwartz be with you.
Wait, you, halt!
My layman! I don't care about the swamp members! Where is the president's daughter?